What if I told you that your entire future could be shaped not by 1,000 decisions, not by luck, not by chance, but by one single choice, repeated every single day? Think about that for a moment. It's not the giant goals that determine who you become. It's not the dramatic resolutions you write down at the beginning of a new year. It's the quiet, repeated actions, the one small decision that you make again and again until it becomes your destiny. That's the heartbeat of this book. One choice, repeated daily. And today, I'm going to take you deep into its wisdom, showing you why small, consistent choices are the foundation of greatness, how habits shape your identity, and how you can deliberately build the life you've always dreamed of by mastering just one choice at a time. Let's face the truth. Most people overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can achieve in a year. They set massive goals, get motivated for a short time, then burn out when life gets in the way. But here's the problem. Motivation is fleeting. Willpower runs out. Energy fades. What doesn't fade is the power of small daily choices. If you choose to exercise for just 15 minutes every morning, or if you choose to put aside $5 every day, or if you choose to read 10 pages of a good book each evening, over weeks, months, and years, those small steps compound. They build momentum, they rewire your brain, and they transform you from the inside out. That's the magic of daily repetition. The author makes it clear. One choice doesn't seem like much in the moment. Skip the gym today? Not a big deal. Eat the extra slice of cake? Nobody notices. Watch an hour of TV instead of working on your side hustle? Life looks the same tomorrow. But here's the hidden truth. Each of those choices is like a single drop of water, and over time, those drops fill up the bucket of your future. Every choice you repeat daily is casting a vote for the type of person you are becoming. The real question is, what kind of person are your choices shaping you into? Think about this. If you choose to read instead of scrolling on your phone, you're not just learning facts, you're building the identity of a lifelong learner. If you choose to move your body daily, you're not just burning calories, you're shaping the identity of someone who prioritizes health. Every choice whispers to your subconscious, "This is who I am." That's why repeating the right choice every single day is so powerful. It creates alignment between your actions and your identity. But here's the problem most people face. They think change requires massive effort. They think they need to transform everything at once. They forget that the real power lies in simplicity. One choice, one action, one repeated behavior can alter the entire trajectory of your life. Imagine this. If a plane leaving New York shifts its nose by just a few degrees, it will end up in a completely different country. That's what your daily choice does. It shifts your trajectory. 1 degree today may not seem like much, but over time it determines whether you land in failure or success, in regret or fulfillment. Now, let's get practical. How do you decide which choice to repeat daily? The key is to align your choice with your deepest values. Ask yourself, what really matters to me? Is it health, wealth, relationships, creativity? Once you identify your core value, choose one action that reflects it, then commit to repeating it every day. If health is your value, maybe your daily choice is drinking a liter of water before noon. If wealth is your value, maybe your daily choice is saving a fixed amount automatically. If growth is your value, maybe your daily choice is journaling or reading. It doesn't need to be dramatic. It just needs to be consistent. The book teaches us another secret. Success is not about intensity, it's about consistency. Most people burn bright for a moment, then fade. They sprint at the start, then collapse. But the winners, the ones who change their lives, are the ones who show up every day, even when they don't feel like it. They repeat their choice on the good days and the bad. They treat their daily choice like brushing their teeth, non-negotiable, automatic, a part of who they are. And that's when magic happens. The choice becomes a habit, and the habit becomes a lifestyle. But here's the challenge. You will be tempted to quit. You will face boredom, setbacks, and distractions. And in those moments, your brain will whisper, skipping today doesn't matter. That's the lie that keeps people stuck. Skipping once leads to skipping twice. Skipping twice leads to quitting altogether. The book emphasizes the importance of never breaking the chain. Every time you repeat your choice, you strengthen your self-belief. Every time you keep your promise to yourself, you prove that you are trustworthy. And that self-trust is the foundation of confidence. Let me ask you, how would your life change if you simply kept one promise to yourself every single day? How much stronger would you feel? How much more accomplished? The truth is, most people are experts at keeping promises to others, but terrible at keeping promises to themselves. That's why they live in frustration. But when you flip the script and you make your daily choice sacred, you start living with integrity. You become your own ally instead of your own enemy. And that's when unstoppable growth begins. Here's the beautiful part. Your daily choice doesn't just affect you. It inspires others. When your kids see you reading every day, they grow up valuing learning. When your partner sees you exercising daily, they may join you. When your friends watch you building a business consistently, they start believing that they can do it too. Consistency creates credibility. People don't trust what you say. They trust what you do repeatedly. And your one choice, repeated daily, becomes a light that guides others. Now, pause for a second. If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and follow Audiobook Lounge for more powerful book summaries every single day. Your support helps us keep delivering valuable content that can truly change lives. So go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's keep building this journey of growth together. Let's go deeper. The book also highlights the concept of compound interest in habits. Just as money compounds when invested wisely, actions compound when repeated daily. Reading 10 pages a day equals 3,650 pages in a year, more than a dozen books. Saving $5 a day equals $1,800 in a year, and tens of thousands over a decade with smart investing. Exercising 20 minutes a day equals 120 hours of training a year, the difference between an unhealthy lifestyle and a strong, energetic body. The numbers don't lie. Small daily choices build extraordinary results. But what about failure? The book doesn't hide it. Failure is part of the process. You will slip. You will make mistakes. But here's the difference. The successful don't let a slip become a slide. They get back on track immediately. They forgive themselves fast, but they don't lower their standards. They remember that perfection is not the goal. Consistency is. Missing one day isn't failure. Quitting is failure. The secret is resilience, the ability to bounce back quickly and continue the pattern. The author also explains the psychology behind habits. Every choice you make creates a neurological pathway. The more you repeat it, the stronger it becomes until it's automatic. That's why at first, change feels hard. You're carving a new path in your brain. But if you persist, that path becomes easier, smoother, and eventually it becomes your default. The hardest part is starting. The most important part is not stopping. Now let's address a problem many people face. They want fast results. We live in a culture of instant gratification. We want the six-pack in 6 weeks, the business success in 6 months, the financial freedom overnight. But real change doesn't work that way. Real success is built brick by brick, day by day, choice by choice. And while others chase shortcuts, the wise person focuses on the process. Because when you love the process, the results take care of themselves. That's the wisdom of one choice. Repeated daily. Think about the lives of the most successful people in history. Athletes, artists, entrepreneurs. They weren't shaped by a single dramatic moment. They were shaped by daily practice. Michael Jordan didn't become great because of one game. He became great because of thousands of hours of training. Picasso didn't master art because of one masterpiece. He created over 20,000 works through daily creation. Warren Buffett didn't become wealthy overnight. He became wealthy by making disciplined financial choices every day for decades. Greatness is never an event. It's always a process. The book challenges us to stop chasing motivation and start building discipline. Motivation is like a spark. It gets you started but fades quickly. Discipline is like a fire. It keeps burning because you keep feeding it. And discipline is nothing more than the ability to choose the same choice daily, even when you don't feel like it. That's the true secret. Discipline is freedom. When you are disciplined, you are no longer a prisoner of moods or circumstances. You are guided by your values, your choices, and your commitment. Let's get brutally honest. Are you willing to make one choice and repeat it daily? Are you willing to give up excuses, to stop waiting for the perfect moment, and to start now with what you have? Because here's the truth. If you don't make your choice intentionally, life will make it for you. If you don't choose growth, you're unconsciously choosing decline. If you don't choose health, you're choosing sickness. If you don't choose learning, you're choosing ignorance. Not choosing is still a choice, and it has consequences. The only way to create the life you want is to choose deliberately and repeat it daily. So here's the invitation. Choose one action that aligns with your values. Commit to it today. Repeat it tomorrow. Do it again the next day. Make it so small you can't fail, but so meaningful it transforms your identity. Over time, you'll look back and realize that everything changed. Not because you did 1,000 things, but because you did one thing 1,000 times. That's the power of one choice. Repeated daily. That's the roadmap to real transformation. It's not glamorous. It's not dramatic. But it's unstoppable. And if you commit to it, your future self will thank you for the rest of your life. So let me leave you with this question. If you could make just one choice today and repeat it every day for the next year, what choice would change your life the most? Share your answer in the comments. I'd love to know.